Hey, it's Ian from Las Vegas Scooters and Lifts again. Today I've got another scooter I want to strip down and recondition and put back on our showroom floor. And this time it's going to be a three-wheel Traveller Plus. Okay, going quickly over the scooter, there's a couple of things, a lot of obvious things, but yeah, it's just a bit dusty, dirty. But everything that needs to be safe, I think, is passable. Front tyres got plenty of tread on it. Let's check the back tyres. Yeah, they're pretty good. Just the typical white paint marks on them where they hit the frames of doors and things. No cuts or dings in the tyres, and like I said, good tread. Anti-tip wheels, yeah, I'll tighten those up a little bit. Brake handles all in order. It does work. So I've got the battery pack on charge at the minute, so that's charging up. A lot of it's just a matter of cleaning and any broken parts, such as the horn button. This key's not original. This is either a golden or a drive key, but everything works on that. I'll see what's happening with this. I'll probably have to definitely replace the armrest pads on that. But there is a little bit of damage to the back shroud, but I think they've actually glued this in to stop it from falling off, so I don't think there's any point replacing that. Like I said, I don't think there's any other damage to the floor shroud. Like I said, I've took it for a quick drive. There's nothing noisy on it. It sounds pretty good, but I'll strip it all down, make sure everything's nice and tight, give it a clean up, and I'll get it put on our showroom floor. Hopefully that's another scooter for somebody to use, another second lease of life. So let's crack on and get her started. Okay, I got that all cleaned up. I'm gonna put some grease on this just to make sure it operates nice. But, yeah, let's put some cable ties on there. No damage to the frame. That's the top console. Throttle looks reasonably new actually. So yeah, got the stickers off of there. Cleaned it up a bit. Got the overspray off of there. Still got overspray on the front wheel, which I'll get off when I get around to that. Lovely overspray. I think I know who did this. It's got all overspray on there as well. Instead of cleaning it properly, you just see all the corrosion there. Hosed it down with a hose pipe, then sprayed it up with a rattle can to make it look more presentable instead of cleaning it properly. And you get corrosion there. So one of the brake hasn't gone out. Probably all the overspray on it that probably saved it. As you can see by the footboard, that should be grey, but it's black. You can see the grey poking through it, and it just sprayed over all the dirt. Yeah, more overspray. But it's clean now. I've just got to look at the top console, replace that. That key barrel's not right. And if somebody says, yeah, I've got a Pride Traveller Plus, need a new key for it, that key's not going to be, it's not going to work in there. And plus I've got to change that horn button, so I'll probably see if I've got a new top console. Still got a bit of cleaning to do on the bottom there, but replace the horn button and the key, and I've also replaced this speed dial knob as well, make it look nice. Makes it look all new. Like I said, just got to finish cleaning that off. But yeah, all wired up correctly like it would be from Pride. Old heat shrink. Instead of tying wires together and doing it that way, I've gone soldered directly onto the key barrel and onto the horn. I've also put a bit of hot glue on the key barrel there, just to stop it from backing off. Took the wires away. That's like I said, just got to finish cleaning that, and I can go back on the scooter. I've tested the key barrel. It does work. There's his new key, which is a Pride key that I cut on my key cutter. Save people a bit more money. I cut my own keys. You can still buy the original keys if you want to, but they're a bit more expensive. But yeah, that's the donor one. That's off of another Traveller Plus or a Sport or an LX. Right. Okay, so I'll get that put back on the scooter once I've cleaned that off. Okay, put that all back together. Looks a lot better now, clean and polished. Yeah, proper horn button, proper key. Okay, I've had a go at the front wheel. Got most of the black off. This side's not too bad, but this side was the worst of the overspray. I've got a silver marker pen that I couldn't get into those bits, so I just covered it up with a silver metallic marker pen. It looked pretty good, but some of these just won't come off. But I haven't got any lacquer thinner to get that off, but it looks better than it did. But that's the front wheel ready to go on. This is the front lower shroud that goes over the wheel arch of the front. It's pretty dinged up, and it's not worth me getting Drew to spray that up, so I've got another one there that's in better condition. It's just needs a clean and polish, and then I can use that for spare if I need to get it sprayed, but that one's in better condition. Just got the seat post to do, just clean that up, a bit of wire wool. It's that the position there, you see it's worn, and that will cause your seat to sort of clunk like that, so what I'll do is spin it around on the opposite side so it'll fit better. Yeah, the front section's still waiting, just got to put that together. On the rear section, of course, I didn't realise he'd, with this broken shroud here, he'd glued it down or stuck it down with tape. So I can't get this off to get to the screws on the other side, which are one there and one there. But you have to access them on this side to undo those. But I'll remove these and clean it up as best I can with the shroud on. Clean the shroud, take the wheels off, clean it up, tighten these up. A little bit rattly, you don't want those rattling around that much. And then get it all put back together. Okay, so while I was cleaning this up, I was looking at this down here, and I spotted, I don't know if you can see, all that corrosion in there on the pins, especially on the positive and negative, which are your bottom two pins. I've got to strip that down and clean it. I can't let that go like that. It's just going to cause problems. Any kind of resistance problems, it will end up melting these pins, melting the connection on the back of the scooter. You start seeing melting on these pins here. It's not a good connection. I can't let that go, so I'm just going to undo the 4 bolts underneath and strip this down and clean it. Okay, for any of you out there who want to change your brake or your motor or both, there's basically 4 Allen bolts on there. I think they're 4mm that hold onto the frame. There. So I've got them soaking in some degreaser. Yeah, I always mark the position with a pen just so I can get it aligned, keep it safe. Messing about with it afterwards and just get it aligned so it connects back together correctly. Brake pins, not too bad. You can replace this wire up to the brake down there, so it has like a connector there, so you can replace these pins. These you can't, because these are wired into the motor, unless you want to strip the motor down, and I don't recommend that. But you're looking at a new motor and brake if you've got this corrosion. So basically 2 screws, one there, that hold that into there, and you can see it's just corroding away, and all the pins are corroded. I don't know if I'm going to get those clean or not. And the way to remember to wire this back up, brake doesn't matter, yellow, black, either way round, doesn't matter. All that is just a circuit. Your red wire goes to the bottom of the connector. Your connector goes upwards like that with the bit that's protruding, goes to the top of the scooter, and the bit that's flush goes to the bottom of the scooter. And then you have your positive, negative, then your brake wires go in the top. So that's how you wire those up. But I've got to completely strip this down and clean it up, if I can clean it up. I just hope it hasn't rotted through the wires, because like battery wires, they've got a current running through them and they can rot through these cables and get all powdery and it causes you issues. Can't run it like that. That's what you get for drenching them with water. Okay, clean that up as best we can. There's not a lot I can get out of that, but that won't be affected because they sit over those. It's this side, as long as it's just clean. And yeah, I replaced the brake wires. No need to try and clean them. I've got plenty of these, so just replace those pins. And I've cleaned these up. They're a lot better. I don't want any problems coming back with this scooter. And clean that side. That wasn't too bad. This side was the worst. And this way, but like I say, that's not going to affect anything because they sit. They're just a wire guide, just there. So I'll finish cleaning the frame, put it all back together, and finish cleaning it. Okay, just reassembling the scooter, put the shroud on. I just noticed that it's bent. That one's straight. That one's bent. I've got to try and straighten that. Oh, good times. What else did he do to this scooter? Alright, we're all done. So, I've got a nice new shiny front panel. I was going to replace this, but I haven't got one, and it's not worth respraying it. So, I just polished it up and cleaned it. New armrest pad for this side. This one was okay. I don't know why they put tape on it, but yep, that was fine. Cleaned it all up. Charged the batteries, cleaned up that connection front to rear, and the new horn and key barrel, new speed dial as well. Yeah, all in all, I forgot the charger, but yeah, so there you go. Another one on the showroom floor for a second lease of life. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.